when you least expect it, the unexpected happens. Because you thought somebody forgot what you had asked, oh, look at that. That's ugly. But if one moose walked into the other moose and said, "What's that on your face?" Do you think two animals walk in the forest next to each other? First of all, if it's two cats, meow, I gotta make my space. Two dogs sniffing asses. What do the squirrels do? Getting nuts? I don't know. I don't know. But I wouldn't get bear in the woods even if it was a black or a polar bear. You notice they don't call the white bear, they don't call him, hey, white bear. I got an appointment tomorrow with a guy named Mr. LeBlanc. You know what LeBlanc means? Right? You know, the guy with different voices? I wonder what he's going to tell me tomorrow. I'm a little scared already. But anyways, the lady on the phone says, you got an appointment with Jeremy White tomorrow. I'm going, I don't care what color he is. What's his last name? Anyways, so the least expected, and everything is 10 to 1. And most, like when you say, hey, little birdie, you're saying, I'm subpar. Subpar means the lowest of the alphabet, lower of the alphabet. It's like triple C. And the reason I say this is because I watched The Big Short, and they were showing me in The Big Short, you know that Jenga game where you pull out the sticks? Well, they were showing A, C, B plus, A, and A plus for loans. So when I talk about birdie and pars, I already know a par is what is expected. What is expected? If you're on the ninth hole, then it's a par 3, so what it's expected, meaning the law of the average to this for a certain kind of golfer, putting the ball in a certain area, on average would expect, and that would be the par. Subpar, par for the course, okay? But when it's a birdie, you're one less than par. So you're not subpar, you're less than par, but meaning less than par, you're better than par. But it's a minus, saying stronger or better than the average. Now, if I would tell you what kind of birdie you are, sometimes you would be twice as far. And I mean, you don't go golfing and shoot a 93.5. When you go golfing, there's no such thing as a 93.5 unless you're getting an average between two games. And if you do get a half, one was odd and one was even, because that's the only way to get 0.5. Now, if you played 3 games, now you can come into the 1/3. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you golf 93, 93, and 92. Your average would be 92.66. Now I have to get a calculator because I can't accumulate all the information in my brain. They say all the smartest people read, and I don't read. You know, I do a lot of writing. I don't read books, I mean. And I go 93 plus, whoop, that was divided. 93, I got a calculator right here. 93 plus 93 plus 92 equals 278. Divided by 3 equals 92.66. Figured that one out. I want to tell you something. 93 divided by 7 will give me 714,258. Divided by 7 will give me, see, 714,258. Anything divided by 7 always gives you this. So all the Mayan numbers, right, in that Mayan grid schedule thing, I'm going to have to look it up in my drawer if you haven't seen it before. The Mayan grid numbers, and I got to keep this pep up inside of me, in the RANT, you know, the RANT. You keep up the RANT, and you get the feeling, and then I got it right here, right here. 285,714. 285,714. 285,714. This one runs perfect. 258,714. In between all 9999. So they also say all these successful business people, okay, Learn to take the vacation. Learn to reset the mind. Learn to take your meat and empty your meat out of all its information possible to reset the flow from the altar spirit. I got a messy desk and I don't like it. And even after I clean it up, I keep thinking of replacing everything in my apartment so I would have, what, more room? So it would look like a certain way. I know one thing. I wish I took everything out of here because I want to show it off. I think it's fantastic. I love all the colors. Check that out. Like, hold on a second. Check that out. I mean, we've seen this before. Can't stop. Oh my God. Look, all the alien planets. They're all looking at us. Oh, Mr. Pumpkin Planet, Mr. Dog, oh, the birds. Oh, God, look, oil on the cross. Kissing oil. So let's finish off with this video. We've done the thing about my last video about first. We talked about cutting up oranges, on how to get a half and how you need to, how we can cut things or build things, right? See this? I cut a half in half and it became a quarter. So half of our world is only a quarter. 4-1 is DNA. 1-2 says father, alpha, beta. 1 of 2, 1 cutting in between. 1, this is a whole. I cut the whole in half. I get 2 sides, half and half, 5, 1, 2. I've mentioned this before. Have you ever thought about the letter O has the W sound? The W, okay, has the U pronunciation, W, 2 U's. Did I get F? F, using the W sound in half. Have you ever heard say it? W pronounces an H-A-L-F. Q has U. You have O, and you have U, and you have W, and you have Q all together. Q-U-O-W, cow. And a lot of times, the biggest gamble is in somewhere in cow, somewhere in China or Hong Kong. I don't know, remember the name of the place, but those who are up there, they just know. And when you revert to French, right, the V is a V. But V is also like a U. Because when you say W in French, they go W. But one V is just a V. So it's actually just like a U. But the W says W, which means W, which means 2 V's. Double means to double. The V. 432 in the 1 world, in the 4 world, in the 7 world. Remember the birdie? Philadelphia Eagles. It must have been a birdie. Must have been talking about beta, right? Think about it. Eagle means 2, 2 subpar. We have 432 vibration, 6, 7, 6, 9, 3, 3, 7, 1, 4, 2, 8, 5. To this vibration, these are the numbers that show up. 1 and 6, 7, 1 and 7, 8, 1 and 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. 4 and 0 is 4. 4 and 1 is 5. 4 and 2 is 6. 4, 5, 6. Federation. 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6. 7 and 3, 1, 10. 7 and 4, 11, 2. 7 and 5, 12, 3. 1 and 2 is 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. 4 and 6, 10. 3 and 7, 10. 2 and 8, 10. In the cycle of Nibiru at the gates of DC. Because this is what the numbers say. 84 Pluto, 62 the Queen, 73 the Red Sun, the cube, the gateway of creation. 20, 10, reference to location. 210 or 216, all zeros equal 6 on the flip side to the birth side because of the incoming. Remember, you don't see the information. Hey, where's that information coming from? It's through my birth. The body made a cycle and there's a flow. The air is going in and out. You're breathing the information and I'm talking to you. 3 and 6. Man 6. 3 for his creation. Alpha, beta creation. I mean, it's just so simple. I want you to believe my truth. Oh my God. It's only my truth. Like, how can I prove it? Well, I can tell you one thing. Like, if I would say, were you born? Most of the people, I mean, a par word would be birth. You were born, it's birth. And you became eventually after, like, I'm going to tell you this, a little secret, that once your child that's just been born 10 years later, he's talking. I don't care what he's saying. He's talking. Telling you, he's talking. I know. He's talking. Birth. So now we have C and F, 3 and 6, and the representation of 11 equals to 63. 11 equals 63, and 11 is 74th time of Christ. 63 minus 11, or 63 for the word 11, I got 9, 11, 1 and 1 is 2, 1 times 1 is 1, A and I of the yellow world creation. Why? 1 times 1 for 11, 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 and 2 says Father. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3, 8 and 9, the high sky. And you find it on the keyboard on 2 different levels, right? The Z, the same letter, the Z and the N, bottom row, the H and the I are split up. Those are our catch-up levels. Now, I can go on and make up all kinds of stuff and show you all kinds of relationships to designs and my own personal understanding. But with all that said, I need to prove a point, okay, that we are being subdued mentally. That the work in this world is being pushed and moved around, keeping most of everybody poor. And for all of those who are successful going to these great schools are all being manipulated in a secondary fashion because of the setup of the system, to believe that they're actually doing well, that the whole thing is not about how you're doing, but the total society for the relationship of nature and the creation of this planet Earth, in which we have chemtrails, vaccines, fluoride, and a whole bunch of other things that people don't understand. Abortions going on. I'm pro-abortion, I'm against, but if you really know the truth about life, you would probably have a different kind of your own personal reality for your own personal well-being of your mental health, which is a great part of how the physical feels and the capacity of the physical body. This is empty, and on the back it says vid. But when you put the word DI inside what is empty, it means to divide. Am I taking the backing off? Does it have anything for DI or IA, which is IA, artificial intelligence? And what is the A inside the I, and who is becoming intelligent? And how intelligent do you think you are, even if you've read everything and know everything in this world? Because I know nothing other than what I believe I think I know. Just crazy stuff. Just by putting all these lines, what eventually happens is there's a star that is created. First it's a circle, but the minute you start stroking these lines out, the star is automatically created. And I can even show you. We're going to do it live right in front of you, and you can either tell me it's exactly what it is to be par, birdied, or subparred, right? Let's go home. So we're going to I need a different color. I'm running out of ink. Oh, I'm running out of ink and I'm still using red, and I don't want to use red. I know I'm taking everything out of. So the more we go, the more lines we put in, right? I need some black. I need a little black. I need a little black. See, and the more lines we put in, the further away we're going to end up from the center. The more we divide it, okay, the further away we end up from the center before the freedom and the separation of these stars. Anyways, Raphael 72, 86, in the year 5775, and the coming of what we all call the coming of the second one. Thank you for watching this video.